And we're back with another episode of Shenanimegans.
Another one. Season 10, Episode 2.
With only a few technical issues to start us
Yeah,
off.
of course.
As people may notice, my capture is not normal.
Mm.
My regular capture is doing something weird. Let me just move my regular capture to the top, and you'll see what I mean. That's not even showing up over. Oh no, there we go. So it's just doing whatever this is. I don't.
Great. That's fantastic.
I don't know what's up with this. That's Firefox. Trying to do in Chrome is just a black square, so we're just doing a full display capture. So I've got just full screen this.
Yeah.
We're off to a good start.
Oh, fantastic. Everything just is working perfectly tonight.
Yeah. Something had to go wrong because everything went too well this morning. I got our backload of episodes all put up. I watched anime. I enjoyed anime.
Wow. Unheard of.
Wow. I know, right?
Yeah.
And here we are. Yeah, back after another week. We're doing it Sunday instead of Monday because we're not shills. We're not gonna stream on Monday or Tuesday while Amazon workers strike.
Yeah. Fuck Amazon.
Yeah, fuck
Honestly.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Twitch, please don't ban us. So, I know we didn't really have much news, but did you hear about that convention down in the States? I saw tweets going around about it.
Yeah, I saw a couple of tweets about Artist Alley was like 4 miles away from the convention or something.
4 miles. They're like, well, we have a shuttle. It's like, it's a 9-minute shuttle.
Yeah.
One way. It's in an old abandoned Hobby Lobby.
Oh boy.
How do you fuck that up so bad? And then they're like, oh yeah, it was too late for like people who bought tables to get a refund and go back when they found out. And it's like, yeah, well, unfortunately, this thing pulled out on us. Our venue pulled out on us last minute, like within 2 weeks. It's like, so you should have given the courtesy to go, oh, this is sudden, extreme, and unexpected. Yes, you should get your money back. Or, had a better contract with this venue that it couldn't just dump you with 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Actually, what are you doing where you have multiple venues for your convention? Are you like, why are you getting it across multiple buildings? That seems really janky to me and weird. Like, I could maybe see something like E3 or something, like the huge things.
Yeah.
Gamescom. But like usually it's just like one convention center is all you need. One convention center and the hotel that's attached to it. In their faculties. You don't usually have to go, well, the Artist Alley needs to be in a completely different 4 mile away building. And then they kicked the artist who was speaking out about it out.
Yeah, God. It's just ridiculous.
And they tried to say on the Twitter that she acknowledged she broke the rules and willingly left. And she's just like, no, fuck that. That's bullshit. God. I think it was the Tulsa. I think that's where it was. I think it's like a Tulsa convention.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I don't like hearing all this scary like news like that when I have a convention coming up at the end of the month. It's bad luck. Our Comic-Con's already being cancelled. My local Comic-Con. For questionable reasons like this one. They're like, we couldn't get the dates we want. It's like, you do it like the last weekend of October every year. It's always Halloween. The convention center literally held it specifically for you, and you suddenly decide you want to do different dates and then said no, it's not gonna work. Why didn't that weekend work anymore? What kind of weird stuff are you doing?
Yeah, weird.
It's probably they wanted to do something, like the staff wanted to do something else that weekend, so they didn't. Because my current con, the staff at one point did that. They're like, well, we wanted to go to a con in Minneapolis that's the same weekend, so we moved the entire con for the weekend. It's actually it was for the weekend at that point, because, you know, fuck it, we want to go to two, and they put on the same weekend as Folk Fest, so it really, there was like 2 or 3 years where the convention really sucked, and there was like no one attending, and none of my friends I saw there, and it sucked. And then they're like, oh yeah, this actually was a horrible mistake. But instead of just going back to a regular week, we'll go a week further back so we can still go to Minneapolis. I'm speaking out, I'm going to get banned from my con.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's
No.
okay. I don't think you have to worry about them listening to this.
Does anyone listen to this? Anyways, that's our rant for today.
Yeah.
Anime rants. My
feel like
opinion
there
on
was-
something that doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't reflect me in any way. I'm not impacted at all.
Yeah. I feel like there was news about something this week, but I've forgotten what it was, so we'll just move on.
I think there is some actual news too, besides that, but
Yeah. Oh, well.
if we can't remember, it's not news to us, I guess.
If we can't remember, then it didn't happen.
Professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you said you watched some anime this morning, so what you been watching?
So, I mean, of course I watched their shows, we'll get to them.
Yeah,
But
of course.
I did watch episode 7 of Bloom Into You. I'm finally getting back to finishing that.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the Sayaka episode that starts to focus on her and how she keeps going like, Toko will never reciprocate feelings, and then starts seeing Toko like calling you, and she's like, wait a goddamn minute, and she goes to a cafe and like asks like, oh, are you dating my teacher? And it's like, yeah, it's that episode. It's a good episode.
Oh, it is a good episode.
I'm excited to finish the series. Give me season 2.
Yes, please.
Also, give me a premium box set, Sentai. They have licensed it. They just haven't put out a release yet, because they usually have to wait like up to a full year. So we'll probably see an announcement around October, for like release around December. Because usually English releases have to wait up to like a year. Oh, they might also be dubbing it, so it might take longer too. But because Japan doesn't want, like, the Japanese Blu-ray sellers don't want, you know, the Japanese community to just import the English copies at a far cheaper price and all in one instead of the 3-part ones. So it's like, if you want it when it first comes out, you have to buy immediately, and they usually come with all these extras and stuff too to like make them more collectible. And if you're gonna wait and just get the regular Blu-ray, then you just import it from North America. It's kind of weird that that's how it's like ended up there for some stuff. And then we have like Pony Canyon, where it doesn't matter, it sucks in North America too. But that's part of the reason it takes so long for Blu-rays to come out. Anyway, so I watched that. I watched episode 2 of Fire Force, because I'm going to try my best to stay caught up on this. I was actually really surprised, because last episode, like, because they did this ending, I don't think they're really going to get into Iris's backstory. And then they do a moment where they do, and it's like her having a PTSD flashback to her. I'm like, wait a second, they're doing it. Does that mean I spoiled stuff? Possibly. Oh no, I think people could put it together. I don't think that's fully a spoiler. I just said, you look at the images of this, it's a young Iris. She's at her church. All the other kids are on fire. She is running away. And then she wakes up. And then here we have we actually got like the PTSD flashback to the fire there. And it's like, okay. Yeah, see, I've extrapolated all of the stuff we've had and come to a conclusion. It's not a spoiler. It's please don't hate me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I really like the second episode a lot more than I like the first one. It was
Yeah.
good.
Oh, I didn't expect them to take it this slow, but I'm really glad they did. Because
Hmm.
instead of just going full, yeah, shonen battle manga, they're like, no, this is more serious. Like,
Hmm.
we're gonna deal with how serious and the psychological effects of this job and world would be. I'm like, oh my god, yes. This is what I want. Like, this atmosphere, this feeling of dread, and oh. Because they start talking
Hmm.
about the Olympics. I'm like, oh, they're doing the Olympics this episode? That's pretty fast. I guess they're getting into shonen tropes.
Hmm.
But they're doing that next episode, I guess.
Yeah. But
Also,
yeah.
Maki being the shit out of the two of them is great.
Oh, Maki's very good.
Maki's so good. I love the animation of her little familiars,
Yeah.
and the lieutenant just murdering them violently while she cries and her children die. It's so fucked up,
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
also great.
Hmm.
Do you gonna say something?
No,
Oh, I thought.
wasn't.
Okay, sorry. I thought I interrupted you.
No,
Um,
you're fine.
I kind of wish they did a better introduction for Arthur.
Yeah.
They didn't really go too much into his character yet. He just kind of showed up and he's like, "I'm the Night King. I'm
Yeah.
a knight. I'm a knight." I wish they'd gone a
Hmm.
bit more into why he acts like that, but we'll
Hmm.
get there. I'm assuming.
Yeah. I feel like if they had done too much focusing on him this episode, then it could have been like maybe a little overwhelming to have like his entire thing in one episode or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
they just had a lot of stuff they wanted to get to
yeah, I
in
didn't
this
want his
episode.
whole thing. It just felt a bit like he was just kind of there.
Hmm.
But I guess you get a decent view of his character. Like, they had some really nice small moments to build his character. Like when they're in the bunk beds, and he's like, "I'm the knight," and Shinra's like, "Ah, Kacha," and he's like, "King, the Night King," and it's like, "Damn it! See, now you're just fucking with me." It's like, no, I'm just doing this because I'm a knight. And then Shinra's like, "Ah, I got you this time." He's like, "King," and it's like, you're just fucking with me. Like that moment was really good, and the fact that they're both like clearly affected by this moment and like going like, "I can't sleep. What about you?" Like they're both being really tsundere towards each other. Like it's always like not
Yeah.
wanting to back down. Like even when they're like, "Well, I guess if Arthur's going to concede, I guess we may as well." And it's like, "Oh, I guess if Shinra's going to say you won, then we both will."
Yeah. Yeah. The rapport between those two is really good.
Yeah.
They're kind of antagonistic but friends kind of thing going on. It's
Yeah,
good.
I really like the way they portrayed that. I thought that was like the best of the character development we got for Arthur this episode. Also him putting the sword away was nice. That like that the focus on that
Oh yeah.
and caring about the family was really nice.
Hmm. Totally. That was one of my favorite parts of the episode was the OG or OB telling them like hide the weapons and having to explain to them why. That was really good. Like
Yeah.
put your sword away, keep it hidden. That was good.
Yeah, I liked the foreshadowing from earlier about it too, where he's like, "Oh, I've never seen him mad. I wonder where." Like, I don't think he can get, but then he doesn't seem serious, and then like in that moment he's like really serious, and it's like,
Hmm.
if you don't do that, I will kick you out. Like, this
Yeah.
is serious, and then he gets angry about like the fire was over, and some asshole like set it on fire after us and destroyed like the leftovers that should have been there for the victim, the like
Hmm.
surviving daughter.
Yeah.
It was good Obi characterization.
Yeah.
We,
It's
we
very good.
this episode was a lot of basically just character development, which I'm fine with this
Yeah.
early in a series. I like that they're trying to set, okay, this is where everyone is.
Hmm.
This is what we're working with. I also really do like Iris. I think she's really underappreciated in the scene she's in. Like,
Mm.
Arthur goes
Yeah.
like princess, and Maki's like the romance trash. She's like, "That's cute," and Iris is just like, "Ugh, ugh."
Yeah.
She gives off heavy lesbian moods, but also
Mm.
heavy exasperated nun moods.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we just haven't had much of her in the show yet. She's like she has just kind of been there for the couple of scenes she's been in.
Yeah, but then we've
Just
had
haven't
all
had.
of the ending video for her,
Mm,
and that one PTSD flashback, which I like what they
yeah.
do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So yeah.
I really like what David Productions is doing with the series so far. I'm really
Yeah.
excited to watch more. This is definitely probably my anime of the season and probably going to be my anime of the year.
Mm,
If it keeps
well,
this up. If it keeps this up.
yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good so far. I'm enjoying it.
That's if it ends this year, technically, because I usually do it
Yeah.
the year it ends, and it might go into next year.
Yeah.
We don't have an episode count yet, which is cool.
I thought I saw an episode count for it somewhere.
On
I don't
Mel,
know.
it's still question mark. So yeah, I thought it
might
was
be thinking
originally.
of a different show.
I thought it was originally going to be 26 episodes, but there's a question mark. So who knows?
Yeah. Oh no, it will run for 24 episodes.
Oh, only
I
24.
found a
Sure.
found a thing on Anime News Network.
Oh yeah, they probably have to do like a JoJo's season after, don't they?
Probably. Yeah.
And then probably come back to Fire Force after JoJo's.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It does. So yeah.
Okay, so the last thing I watched, which I happened to see randomly on High Dive and just clicked play. That's the
Yeah.
nice thing about having streaming services. You can just
Mhm.
fucking, I guess, click, don't like it, move on. Really
Yeah.
nice. I watched the first episode of Machikado Mazoku.
Yeah.
It's it's a comedy slice of life based off of coma, where a
Mhm.
girl wakes up one day and she's suddenly a demon, and her mom's
Mhm.
just like, yeah, we're actually descendants of demons, and you have to defeat and murder a magical girl and like sacrifice her blood to this omen to like break the curse they set on us when they defeated us.
Mhm.
And it's like, what kind of curse? It's like the have to pay $400 a month curse. I'm like, are they just your landlords? Like, it's like, yeah, we're just have terrible luck and are poor because of them. If you break the
Mhm.
curse, we're good. And then like at the end when she's trying to punch her, the mom's like, I got good deals for once. It's like, I guess maybe it's happening. Like maybe something happens, but.
Yeah.
She's like the most useless girl because it's really dark because she's always hungry and just like her family's really poor, so she doesn't eat enough, so she's like undernourished and stuff.
Mhm.
So she's trying to beat up this super like magical girl who apparently saved the world 3 years prior, and she
Mhm.
like can't even hurt her. And the magical girl's like, do you want like a bun? You look hungry. I've got food. Like, you should punch like this. I think your technique's off. Like, she's just trying to help her, and it's just like, I'm gay for those two.
Mhm. Yeah.
I ship
I
them
actually-
hard.
I actually watched this as well.
Did
Yeah,
you watch
it's
it
a-
after I posted the image?
No, I watched it
Oh,
on
okay.
Friday when it came out. So I heard someone say like, "Oh, there's a magical girl demon show that's really good," and then I saw that pop up. Like, is this what they were talking about?
The opening is
I
like
don't know.
totally just like Yuri
Yeah.
bait of the two of them.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, I really like how fast paced the humor is though. Like based on a
Yeah.
4 coma, and it's doing like 3 different stories an episode, which is better pacing than some like the Dagashi Kashi show that did 2 and it was like really drawn out and painful. This
Mhm.
is like 3 and it still feels fast. Oh, 1 second, someone's at my door if you want
Yeah.
to talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, I can talk about something. Yeah, I just like this show. It's very cute. It's very lighthearted. It's very silly premise. I like it's kind of a twist on the magical girl genre of the magical girl is not the hero, or well, kind of not the hero, not the main character at least, the main protagonist. It's good stuff. Yeah, it was when I was watching it. It was like I was like, wow, this episode must almost be over. And then I checked, and it was like 9 minutes in. It's just because it's how fast paced it is.
Yeah,
Hello again.
I'm going to assume I know what you were talking
Yeah.
about. And yeah, I know the first third was definitely more fast paced than the rest, because I guess they
Mhm.
wanted to really fit in all of the the setup for it so they could get right into the episode. But this show's just really cute. I really like the characters and their dynamic. Even her friends, her dynamic with her friends is so good. It's just like, I grew demon horns. They're like, they kind of suit you. I wonder if you could use them as like shopping bags. Like, completely nonplussed. They're like, yeah, we have weird people in this city. It's like, what you mean? It's like, well, I went to middle school with the magical girl you're looking for. Like, it's like, okay, I thought they were gonna do a thing where it's like, oh, you're having one of those phases, and I'm glad they like avoided that trope. It felt kind of fresh because they didn't do that. I still like that trope. It's fun, but I'm sure another character will probably act like that. But yeah, this might be some good ship fodder show. I might have to invite some fics for it. No one has licensed the manga. Someone please license the manga.
No.
Bring it to English.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was the other news. Manga licenses, the Persona 5 thing.
Oh right, that's what it was.
That we announced last week. Yeah, Yen Press didn't actually have those Persona 5 licenses when they announced it or something. Who knows what's going on with that? How do you mess that up? What?
Yeah.
I'm curious if they got like the Spanish licenses by accident, or the licenses to distribute in North America, but not the licenses to do so in English or something, and didn't realize.
I bet it's probably that they were like, it was on the list of things that they're trying to get, and they just like gave the wrong list to the person doing the presentation for the convention or whatever.
I don't know. Like, that's a lot to really mess up, right? Because you know, the PowerPoint you would assume would have to go through a number of checks before it's approved, right?
Hopefully.
But
also, I bet a lot of those people were probably aware, like, oh, we know that we're trying to get this thing. Yes, we got it. Okay, and just shrug.
I would just think you'd double check. I work in offices. I would assume. I wouldn't be surprised if it was something like they were in the talks and it was about to go through, but it just hadn't yet, and when they saw that announced already, they're like, no, we're not doing this. Okay, I'll be right back again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a real weird thing to see. They just announced it on Twitter out of nowhere. Like, oh, hey, by the way, that thing, we didn't get it, by the way. So strange. Says, to be clear, Yen Press has not been granted the rights to publish these titles in English. Our sincerest regrets for any confusion caused.
See, it's
weird.
It's because they specifically say in English, and the original thing just said we have the license to it, right? So that's why I'm curious if it's like maybe a language one that caused it.
Maybe. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe we will hear more about this in the future.
Maybe. Don't mind the wrestling. So I bought a used book, right, from this bookstore. They have this huge plastic. This is just bizarre. It's like a dust jacket for the dust jacket, and I don't like it.
Weird.
I don't like it at all. So I had to take the dust jacket off.
Weird.
Yeah, you can see how beaten up this spine was. Ooh, it's not in the best condition.
No.
It's not bad though. Like, I still got my money's worth, and I was upgrading to hardcover. But sorry, that's why I kept getting interrupted. So I was like, oh yeah, your books. It's in the car still. I'm gonna go get them. It's like, okay, thanks. Alright, but cool. I got my beaten up hardcover to replace my really beaten up paperback.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyways,
I think that's speaking of books.
Yeah.
Did you read anything this week?
Look at that flawless transition.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah, we're just powering through. There's a new chapter of Annie no Yome.
Nice.
Which is the girl likes her sister. Her brother is dead. This is the dead brother one. Still nothing really fucking happened in this chapter. It's 61 chapters of slow burn and Yuri bait, and I just want something to happen. There's been a few times where it almost seems like it's gonna happen, but not quite. Meanwhile, the other one, because I think this one, yeah, this one still doesn't have the shoujo I tag on its page. The other one where the brother is not dead and is probably cheating on her. If Mel will load. We haven't gotten a new updated chapter of that for a while, but that seems like the sister knows or knew. She has amnesia now or something. Yeah, the other one that's ongoing seems like it's going a bit far, like it's making it more clear.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the older sister at one point knew, unless if she still does. But yeah, no, it's ooh. It's a series. It's starting to get to a point where it feels less like she has a crush on her, which is really funny because I think this is the one that when it started had a shoujo eye tag and it's really pushing that she liked her, but now it's starting to go the opposite way, and then the other one was the opposite. It never had the shoujo eye tag and now it does. It's like, oh, going back and forth. But yeah, so I read that. I finished the Ruby After the Fall novel.
Yeah.
It was
How's that?
okay.
Oh.
Yeah. I feel like the author didn't have the best grasp on the characterization.
Oh no.
And I know I'm saying that as a fan and they worked with the creators, but it's like the fact that the characters weren't even consistent in novel makes it there's not really a way for me to go, yeah, this is consistent to canon. They also killed off a character off screen. It was just a background character, but they potentially killed off 3 more. I'm like, oh, I like those characters.
Oh no.
In like one or 2 sentences. They're just like, yeah, last scene being like carried off by a Nevermore. They've been MIA for like a year and a half since. No one knows what happened to them. It's like, oh, they're probably dead.
Oh no.
Spoilers. The Fox character, they have a really good grasp on Fox as a character, though. They like, you read that book for Fox content. That's why you read that book, and his content is very good, and also world building, I guess. But yeah, that's that.
All right.
Yeah, that's probably all I have on that.
Okay.
For Ruby. And I don't think I talked about this last week, did I? No. So I read like 12 chapters of this manga. I should have talked about it last time. I maybe did. It's someone gets sucked into your video game world. It was really generic and not great, but I just read 12 chapters because I was bored, and I don't think I talked about it last week, which I should have, but that's just, I forgot about it because that's how amazing it is. Oh no, I did talk about it because, yeah, it's the one with the cute robot girl, and I definitely mentioned a cute robot girl last week.
Yeah, that cover image looks familiar.
Yeah, okay, I talked about it last week. I just, that's how average it was. I can't remember. So yeah, I think that's it. So, what about you?
Well, I already mentioned Fire Force and Demon Girl Next Door. Then the only other thing I actually watched this week was a show called Given. Which is...
I saw scenes from that. That looks good.
Yeah, it is. I like it so far. It's only 1 episode out, but yeah,
Okay.
it's like a boys' love show about boys in a band. And it seems really good so far.
Wasn't there that other really good boys love show about music? This is what we need. We just need boys love music shows.
Yes. Just more music shows in general.
Yes. The other one was jazz. Oh yeah, we also have Carol and Tuesday, so we also have girls love music shows. Look at that.
Yeah.
Now is the time. This is the gay agenda. Musical anime.
Hell yeah.
TDK Euphonium. I think the movie's coming out. The sequel movie. Or it just came out, or aired in theaters or something. If that is the case, someone needs to spoil me and tell me if there's actual gay stuff and it's not just continued Yuri bait. Because if they actually finally go, okay, yeah, no, it's there, and don't do the weird teacher thing anymore, then I'll watch it, and I'll be back to supporting it. But that last season, oh,
Yeah.
oh boy.
Mm. But yeah, I'm liking Given so far. It has, like, it has one kind of weird thing where one of the characters just kind of is annoying to the other until the other one like just gives in and lets him hang out and be around him, which is like kind of a bad trope. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's a good, cute show so far.
Okay.
And it's like, I don't know, at least one of the characters is really struggling with some mental health stuff, and it's like not really blatant, but it seems well done. Like they're not very upfront about it at the moment, but it seems like being handled well so far.
Yeah, and if they're mentioning it now, they'll probably dive into it.
Yeah.
I would assume. We've got a whole season 2.
Yeah, it seems they don't really say anything directly about it, but it seems like the one of the boys' friends killed himself, and then he has that friend's guitar, and now he wants to learn to play guitar. And so it seems like that's really, a really hard thing for him. So
yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of this. Oh, also, just in like a technical level, they seem to be going for like really detailed performances when they're playing, like showing the people's hands playing guitar, and like going for like accuracy, which I haven't really seen shows do very much.
I think the closest, again, was that Jazz Boys Love one. Kids on the Slope, that's it.
Oh, that's not Boys Love. I mean, you can ship it that way.
I thought one of the guys was gay. Like, canonically.
I don't think so. It's been a while since I've seen it.
I might be thinking of a different show then.
Maybe.
I might have confused it with another show for so many years. Oh,
I should rewatch Kids on the Slope. It's a good show. I mean, you can definitely read the characters that way, but I forget. It's been a while. But yeah, this show is like most music shows. When people start playing guitar or piano or whatever, they'll like cut away from their hands or just not show them playing. But in this, they're like, nope, we're going to show this person playing the bass or guitar or whatever. And it's all in like CG, and so it looks a little rough, but I'm liking that they're even going for that, doing that detail. It's cool and interesting. But yeah, that was kind of it for me this week. So yeah, should we do the book club thing?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Let's.
I think I have just confused Kids in the Slope with another show because I haven't watched either of them yet. So this whole time I thought Kids in the Slope was gonna give me gay content. No, it's okay. I haven't watched it yet. I'm in it for the music now because I like the music in the jazz as well. But two of the characters looked really similar from some scene I saw with like a bunch of kids on a boat together. That was like super gay, and I thought that was Kids on the Slope. Maybe there's a boat scene in Kids on the Slope as well, but
I don't remember. No, you're thinking of Kids on the Boat, not Kids on the Slope. I can see how you get confused.
Got him. Kids on the Boat.
Yeah. Speaking of Kids on the Boat,
it was on Toonami, right? Kids on the Boat, followed by Gao Guy Garfield.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the transforming cat mecha that eats lasagna.
Oh, delicious.
Which isn't actually that far off from Gao Gai Gai because it's a lion robot. As I've learned today.
Yeah. Speaking of lion robots, let's talk about Kyoso Giga.
For a second, I thought you were going to go Voltron. I was like, when is that last been relevant? Oh.
Something.
Voltron.
I think this was interesting. It was an interesting first episode.
Did we talk about all the RTX news? The Ruby news stuff?
I didn't know there was Ruby news.
Oh, so we did not. Okay, so quick, sudden interruption news thing.
Yeah.
RTX happened. They dropped some designs for Ruby Volume 7, like the new outfits and stuff. Super cool.
Yeah.
There's going to be a follow-up to After the Fall called Before the Dawn, which I believe follows Team Strike, so Ruby's parents, and Crow and Raven. There's also going to be a DC comic, which, according to a DC Daily interview with the author, is going to be put in between like the 1 year gap, or at least most of it is going to be within the 1 year gap between volumes 3 and 4. And the ongoing Shonen Jump manga version, see, we tie it back into manga here at the end, is coming out. The first physical print one comes out first quarter of 2020. So there's a whole bunch of Ruby news. There's a bunch of stuff you can buy that's really cool. They're gonna like be selling prop Ruby sites, like full size, in October.
Yeah.
I kind of want to buy one. I don't have the money. I would not have anywhere to put, but I want it, and I want to mount it above my computer. It'd be great. But yeah, I think that was all the Ruby news. There's probably some more that I'm not remembering, but Ruby's good.
Yeah, Ruby is good.
Yay, more Ruby. Oh yeah, Genlock 2, they have not announced Season 2 yet, because they're like, there's been a lot of criticism about how Rooster Teeth handles crunch lately. So like, yeah, we're gonna deal with that. We're not gonna like do everything at once. So Ruby Chibi's been canceled for now. I think some other shows currently don't. They're like, yeah, we're not working on these seasons right now. We're working on Ruby Volume 7, and that is it right now. And then we'll maybe do whatever after, right? Like, when we have the time. We're not going to try to, like, stick a season of Genlock in right when Ruby 7 ends, like they did last year, which probably caused... That's probably where, like, most of that rush stuff came out of. Because, yeah, they had the Ruby Chibi Season 2 that just kind of ended after, like, 3/4 of the way through and never had the last episodes a while back too. So there have been some issues. So, you know, I can respect them going, yeah, no, let's actually work on this criticism thing. Can't, like, put shows aside, we'll work on these. That's fair. Because, yeah, I think they're also still doing Red vs. Blue. So Ruby and Red vs. Blue are the two they're doing for sure, I think. And then Genlock, they did say they'll continue just when they were certain they had the time and would be able to do it with the full quality without rushing it. So that's cool. They also announced who's replacing Crow. I think that was a while ago. I don't think we talked about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw the person's name. I don't remember who it is, though.
Yeah, I'm bringing it up. Jason Liebrecht.
No idea who that is. Apparently, I think I heard that person has been getting a lot of Vic's old roles.
Yeah.
Being recast.
Yeah, I think he's like a similar voice.
Yeah. Which I think is very funny.
Yeah. It's like someone's coming to steal our roles. It's all these women want to steal the roles by falsely accusing him. And then just Jason Liebrecht out of nowhere. No, these are my roles now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna search up what else he's done, because I'm not super certain. Vic, everything I hear, he's apparently just been shooting himself in the foot, like, because he's trying to sue for defamation, right? Apparently it came out that some of the articles he is, like, quoting and suing over, he's like, yeah, I haven't even read them, I was just told they were defamatory. It's like, that, see, you can't... Oh.
You can't do that.
Oh, Jason Liebrecht played Jack in Nobunaga, and...
Nice.
Alright, we know him. I don't think we watched the dub. Oh, he did Train Hartnett in Black Cat. That I've seen Black Cat. He's the protagonist. I watched that dubbed in 2006. I know who this guy is. He also did Shaoran in the Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles stuff. Okay, yeah, no, I know this guy. He's pretty decent. He's pretty good.
Cool.
He did Serpente in 91 Days dub. Is there anything else people would recognize quickly, or that you would recognize? That you might have seen? Probably not. No. But yeah, apparently he's just taken over all of his stuff. He's done a
Cool.
bunch of like Street Fighter stuff. Abel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he was Lord David Nassau in Last Remnant of all things. Damn.
Wow.
You played that, right?
I played some of it.
Yeah, he's David. See, I found
I don't remember
something.
enough of that game.
Oh, that was the prince, wasn't it? Wasn't David the
Maybe?
prince?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't
I
know.
have no idea.
He's also Zeke in Attack on Titan, but we don't watch that. Oh, and Dabby in My Hero. He's doing some cool stuff. Yeah. Anyways.
Cool. Anyways.
So there's your sudden burst of Ruby news.
Yeah.
Because Ruby's important. To me.
Mhm.
It doesn't
good.
matter if it's not for anyone else, I'm talking about it. But yeah. So, Kyoso Giga.
So, Kyoso Giga.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
So we definitely went from the last episode, the very end of the timeline, to the very beginning of the timeline, didn't we?
Something like that.
Something like that.
I thought episode 0 was more somewhere in the middle of the timeline, but yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I guess
This is now.
stuff could continue on from there.
Yeah. Which I'm kind of glad we got that episode 0 first, because that like really sold me on the show in a way that if I had just seen
This
episode
wouldn't.
1, I like wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, this might be like a watch episode 2 first if you're not going to watch episode 0. Who knows? We haven't seen 2 yet either. I do love the art direction in this show still. It's so good.
It's still very good.
So good.
Yeah.
So this is the backstory episode for Mio and the others. So Mio is actually his dad's name. It's not even his name. He just kind of inherited it and then started looking like him.
Yeah.
So his dad was a priest who could draw stuff and it'd come to life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then he met a cute cat girl, and they had kids.
Bunny girl, please.
Living the dream. Oh, right, bunny girl.
Yeah,
Right.
he drew a bunny girl. Or he drew a bunny. The bunny came alive and was so madly in love with him. Buddha was like, take my body. Have the sex with my Buddha body with him. And the rabbit's like, no, that's not right. It's like, come on. It's for the sake of his future. So everyone's like, okay, I'll love him. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Not gonna get into the implications there that it's a rabbit. It's a fictional drawn rabbit, though. It's a 2D rabbit. It's not. God.
True.
God, the discourse.
Oh, no.
But so. Yeah. They live up in the mountains because the priests are scared of them. There was one little thing when they're doing the interviews in front of the priesthood and you see the old man walking really slowly and then he gets in front of the door and just like scampers really fast past and goes slowly again. It's such a little detail, but it helps sell that scene so much. I love it. And then so he gives birth to 2 more kids out of drawings, and they have one kid whose birth kit possibly, I don't know where he comes from.
Maybe.
He's human though, apparently, so maybe they picked up a random kid, or we still have that backstory to discover. Maybe they fucked. Maybe he's a Buddha kid. But so they're living together happy, and then the church is like, yeah, we don't fucking like it. You're causing problems in town, even though they're not even living in town anymore. We're far away. Because they even say, like, oh, they brought shame to us. So this is just spite at this point.
Yeah.
So they're like, we're gonna have to do something. So they're like, yeah, fuck it. Let's just go into the imaginary world. Let's escape. Like, this is all about escapism, kind of. So they go off. They live forever, but then Koto starts having dreams of like the world coming to an end, and is like, I was supposed to give this body back. I probably should. So Mio's like, no, I'll go with you, and they both leave. The world's locked off. The parents are gone. Koto shows up. And we see a tiny bit of Koto. She has a sensei who's the person who wears the mask and the short shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Who also is the one who looked after her, she mentions. I have a theory that that's actually the original Myo, but...
Oh, maybe.
And that they had another child, so Koto's the fourth child, but,
Interesting.
yeah, so... Koto shows up, of course. Mio's like, what? Her name's Koto? Oh, shit. But she mentions she's from the shrine. And from whatever timeline she's in, they sound militarized because she's talking about squads and stuff.
Yeah.
So it could be the future, too, because they said they'd been in there for centuries. Have they just been for centuries trying to get into this imaginary world out of spite still? Or is it because they're looking for Koto, or like the original Koto rabbit, who still hasn't given up the bike? Because they're like, where the fuck is Buddha? You can't just take her body forever. People need to reincarnate, damn it. Like, so that her having that body might have actually caused issues in town where maybe people weren't dying and people weren't being reborn or whatever. Like,
maybe.
It's possible.
Yeah.
I still like the idea that Koto's actually the dad reborn, though, because then her and the mom...
Oh.
Because she'd be the dad, she wouldn't be the kid.
Yeah.
And then you get lesbians.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the basics of this plot. We kind of find out that the twins are like spirits of some sort when they summon. I love their dialogue too. They're both little shits right from the get-go. They all are. It's like,
yeah,
we're looking for a rabbit. She has ears and a mouth. And they're just like listing really dumb stuff and then just start laughing their asses off. It's like,
yeah, that's very good.
I also liked when the kids are all showing up and it characterizes them when they're younger. Like, the demon girl really loves her mom more than anything, which when they think Koto's the mom, of course she's clinging to Koto. But also she like hates the dad. She's like, why the fuck did you make me a demon? It's like, that's a good question. Why did you?
Yeah.
Well, also
I wonder if that's ever going to be a thing. Like if that's going to... Like if that's an important detail that's going to be revealed, or if that's just a...
I think it might be, or at least her relationship with the dad's probably going to be relevant, because in episode 0 they also mention it, right? Like she goes, do you miss mom or did you just miss dad? Right. So that, there's some more into there. I love the imagery when she's being like summoned in and like the circle's closing, it flashes through like 7 different color variations and then it just breaks with like the dark night sky with the full moon like just above it and the red light dropping from the sky towards the tower. That was really cool looking.
Yeah, that was.
We also get to find out the Mio's kind of just like hitting on every girl in the world.
Yeah.
But it's also interesting because he's still going back to this girl and it's like, yeah, like I still come back to you, and it's like, but like I have this body now, and she even mentions it, like, you've grown up, you've moved on past me, I haven't grown, you have, maybe there's a reason for it, but it's like, clearly we can't be together anymore because I'm still a kid, you're an adult, but I'm glad you still come by and visit because like I'm still friends with you and have feelings for you even though now we can't. And then he goes to another girl to like to suffer the calms, like this is the girl he wants to hang out with still, who's still stuck as a child, and this other girl seems to be more one he's just going to because it's depressed kind of, and like not there to talk. He literally passes out next to her. So I thought that was some interesting characterization.
That was, yeah. This episode was a whole lot. It was a lot of the backstory, but it got like all of it out of the way. So
I think I got through most of it too for anyone watching.
Yeah.
To be familiar.
Yeah, I think you got all the main points, all the important bits. Yeah. But yeah. I'm looking forward to see what the next episode is. Get a better idea of what the like flow of the show is going to be like going forward.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea where this is gonna go. Oh, I like the world uh Kid Kodo came from had like 5 moons that were really close to Earth. That
Yeah.
was neat. Just to
Yeah.
make it point out like no, this is not our Earth.
Yeah.
They didn't have to say it, they just had to show it because everything else looked like our Earth but the 5 moons. So it's just like a nice little bit of show don't tell there.
Yeah, definitely.
Which actually probably means they're not from the same universe as original Mio, but it might be where he got to. Maybe he pissed off more priests in that place too, or maybe they're dimension hopping because they're talking about different planes, so who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yes. Alright. Anything
All
else?
right. I think that's about it.
Alright then, and who the fuck knows where it's going from here? We'll find out.
Who knows?
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah. Now, number 6, episode 2. Was interesting.
I'm starting to understand why people always joked about bees.
Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah, so clearly he's been stung, and because I also kept going like, why the fuck does he not have white hair? It's like, he's clearly been stung, and something's gonna happen next episode to save him, but he's still gonna get the white hair. That's my guess.
Yeah, seems like it.
That's what I'm assuming. And yeah, we have like, oh no, I'm just living a normal life now as a park guard. Oh god, there's a bee. There's a bee.
Oh no.
And I'm not sure if they actually think he's killed the other guy and he killed the person in the park and is like a terrorist,
No.
or if they're trying to cover
It's
up
a
the bees.
cover-up.
See, I'm
It's a
not
cover-up.
sure yet, because if the bee, because it like was under the other guy's skin, right, came out, we're assuming it stung the other guy, laid eggs or like crawled under him. If it was like already in Sion, which is why he was passed out, when they got there, they wouldn't know, right? They might not know. They might just be like, oh, he's passed out. There's another corpse like the one before, and we have him like insulting this guy. Okay, we assume he did it. We don't know how, right? So it really does come down to if they know about the bees or not. I do want to assume they do, and it's a cover-up. But there is a chance it might not be. Which would be interesting. Or at least the people who are arresting him might not know about it, but someone higher up might know.
Yeah.
So.
No. Oh, we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. Please just don't kill off the other girl. I like her. She's just like, have sex with me.
Yeah. That was when there was that scene and she was like, I want one thing from you. I'm like, oh, she's gonna ask for a kiss or whatever, and it'll be cute. And it's like, give me your sperm. Like, whoa.
Yeah,
what?
yeah, it's like, have sex with me. And it's like, if I come back, I'll have sex with you. But that really also puts into perspective that this whole society is about you only date for procreation, really. Right? Like, if it's not for procreation, why are you dating? There's also the neat world building of, what was it? Oh yeah, the fact that he's doing this job, but he's still 16. Like, this is, you get sorted into work life really early.
Yeah.
Although, we don't know how long he's been working there too, though.
Well, that was the thing in the like last episode too, when they were 12 and he was like I forget what like the subjects he was talking about for like, school were all like really advanced stuff, and
yeah, he was in the advanced courses and then got kicked out.
And then there's some test that they all took that like makes it like the name of it makes it sound like they were tested when they're really really young.
Yeah,
like
which is why they got into that city in the first place. Which is what gives me the other thing. The mom was probably a baker from the lower quarter before, because when they're talking about the pie, it's like, oh, you remembered how to make it. It's like, yeah, she was probably making it before he was born, and then they're like, oh, he's gifted. Okay, you get to live in this city where everything is given to you.
See, I thought the pie thing was that I think that was the same pie she served when Nizumi showed up that night and gave Sion, like when Sion and Nezumi first met, and so like
Maybe
that was like
it's like
such a traumatic night that she like kind of forgot how to make it, or like didn't want to make it again or something, because
okay. Yeah, I
she
didn't
just
catch
didn't want to
that.
think about that night and
I
how
f-
their
I
how
forgot
much
they even
changed.
had pie that
Yeah.
first episode. Oh,
I
that's a
think it's the same pie. I don't remember exactly, but I think it's the same.
oh when they were like interviewing him, quote unquote, harassing him
Hmm.
about the escapee, you do see the two hot chocolate mugs on the table next to them, and that's what the
Hmm.
last episode caught to him. Like that's how he gets caught and can't just say, "Oh, he might have just been outside." It's like it's because you have the two hot chocolate mugs.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like that's definitely it. Nice.
Hmm.
And then yeah, they dive through some shit.
Literally.
Yeah, yes. Sion's been through some shit already, literally.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Mm.
oh, she's gonna be like on the train to like number 5 or over, and you see on the news. Oh yeah, Sion's like a terrorist who's disappeared. She's just really like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
She'll show back up in 2 years. Number 6 is burned to ground. It's like I found you.
Oh no. Yeah, I wonder how much more of her we're gonna see.
Yeah,
I imagine she'll have to pop up back up at some
I
point.
think so, and she's probably gonna die.
Oh no, I hope not.
I
She seems like a good girl.
I feel like she's going to, and I really don't want her to, but
Yeah. This seems like a show where somebody's gonna die though.
yeah. Yeah, she's
Someone important.
she's listed as main on Mal.
Oh,
Oh
interesting.
no.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
it was. One thing I like about this is how it's like pretty blatant about how like dystopian this is.
Oh yeah.
When like he went into work and the machine is like pledge your unflagging loyalty
Yeah,
to the
yeah, I'm
city.
like, holy fuck. That's
Yeah.
heavy handed.
Oh, yeah.
There's a whole bunch of that. And we see there's a city literally just outside the walls, which is a bit surprising to me that they were that
Mhm.
close, right?
Mhm.
But I guess maybe that's where he's like, oh, I grew up there, or maybe he was like kidnapped as a kid from these slums outside. Who knows what these slums are for? I'm excited to find out next episode.
Yeah.
Sion is also going to like die next episode from the bee, and they're gonna have to save him somehow.
Yeah.
And that's I guess how he gets his scars and stuff.
Mhm.
From where they have to pull the bee out or whatever.
Mhm.
Boy, bees.
Yeah. Bees.
I wasn't expecting the sudden like body horror
Yeah.
in this
me
episode,
either.
but it was there right from the get go.
Yeah.
Like I
Oof.
know it says faithful to original 9-part light novel series, changes were made to tone down the violence.
Mhm.
Boy, yeah, there's
That
some
was not the
violence.
violence I was expecting.
Yeah, it's like ooh. Yeah, this is you hear a lot about how people talk about this as like gay in a shoujo series, or not shoujo, but like a yaoi series kind of, or a shonen ai, and how much they ship the two and stuff. You don't hear them talk about how violent it is, and it's like this murder thing. But I guess that's a lot of boys' love, is like really violent relationships that start off with one trying to murder the other and are probably kind of problematic and abusive.
Mhm.
I mean, we'll see as they grow up.
Yeah.
Have you been watching me? Nah, didn't have the time. Yes, he has. He's stalking you. Like, no, he might have found him because he might have been following the bee at the time.
Mhm.
So maybe they know about the bees and he was on a quest for that.
Maybe.
Not sure,
Mm.
but
Yeah. The one other thing about this episode is kind of a small criticism of it was at the very beginning when Sion and Safu were talking in the like the cafe. It was like such a stilted conversation because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like
oh, I
they both
forgot.
know all this information.
Oh, I
They're just
forgot.
saying it for the viewers.
Oh, I
'Cause he's
forgot.
like going over. Yeah.
Yeah, he just has to keep saying he forgot too. So like it's
Yeah.
one-sided. Continue.
Yeah. But yeah, it was having that kind of stuff which really bothers me. It's a pet peeve of mine. But yeah.
Get out of the way early at least. Don't
Yeah,
bring it back.
true.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'm
Good.
looking forward to this show.
Yeah, I'm very curious where it can go, because it can go anywhere right now, really. Same with Kyoso Giga,
Mm-hmm.
which
Totally.
which is nice. It's not like Mao Sama or whatever, where we could go, oh no, it's just talking about how slavery's good. Let's not.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So yeah. I think we picked some good shows this season.
Yeah,
Finally.
I'm feeling confident in these shows.
Yeah.
Even if they implode, they'll at least have some interesting stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Like Kyoso Giga at least has the art. I said that about Sirius though, and then the second half.
Yeah.
We still have that first half of the season. That first
True.
half was good.
Yeah. Yeah. Guess I'll about
Bees.
do it. I'll about do it for us this week.
Bees.
We'll be back with more bees next week.
More bees.
Twitch
Oh
TV
god.
Sasam.
Sorry, just I forgot to mention. The way
Yeah.
his neck was bubbling up was so...
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I
Oh,
didn't
bad.
like it. It made me really uncomfortable.
Oh yeah. So yeah. Twitch.tv Sasam, or you go to our YouTube channel, Shenanimegans.moe. And we have all the episodes up now. We're all caught up.
Yeah, we were only
Except for this one.
6 weeks behind.
Yeah.
5,
That's okay.
technically. But
Yeah. Well, we're all caught up now, so that's good. And you can join our Discord server, shenanimegans.moe/discord, or check us out on Twitter. Say some bots at that lastly.
and remember, stay the fuck away from Amazon for the next 2 days. And
Yeah.
companies owned by
I just-
them, such as Goodreads and Twitch.
Mm. Yeah. Fuck Amazon.
Pay your damn workers right.
Yeah.
This is where we give a shout out to commie subs, I guess, because that's an actual subtitle group.
Hmm.
I guess.
I guess.
So I get
don't know.
commies. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next week.